Chips, crisps, same thing. Crisps is just harder to say. I say chips. Whereas our friends across the ditch say chips. Hello! Long time no see, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's good to be streaming again. I've missed this. Just been very, very busy with work. And not much that I could do about it, really. Let me put some background sound on, and then we'll get into the sim. Let's go. This one. This is our beautiful aircraft today. I'm going to turn the joint effects thing off there because we're not using it. Welcome back, thank you. I'm still sort of sporadic streaming at the moment because work is still chaotic, but I've managed to find time tonight to get the landing rate stream in. First time I've seen your face since I was with you. This is true, yes. And that was, what, 3 weeks ago now? Longer, because it was that weekend, the 3rd. Fuck. Yeah, a month ago. Yeah, because when did I do the last stream? It would have been April 1st, when I tried to do Police Simulator and it crashed. And then we did a bit of painting for the Concorde. And then that was the last stream I did. Coming back in June. Yeah, I think June is one of our busy months. We'll see how it goes. Alright. So, we're on VATSIM for the first time in a long time. This is our aircraft. I don't know why my jetways aren't working. I was fiddling with it before stream. I just can't get them working, so I decided to just give up on them. This is our aircraft. Let's get in and get it set up and get ready to go. Still no power. Moving crazy video like yesterday, we happened at 1 PM and we got to work when there was a line around the pond. Yeah, I sort of tried to not go anywhere near shops and stuff yesterday. I basically just worked all day yesterday. I'm a little bit rusty. Alright. Let's get the IRSs aligning. Ready is currently not installed anymore. Nothing was wrong yesterday, or nothing was open. No, there were like supermarkets and shit were open, but they only opened from 1 PM. Let that do its thing. Whilst that is doing with the fuel. Yeah, I wanted to drop into Officeworks yesterday actually, and then I remembered it was closed, so no luck. Why is this in pounds? This should not be in pounds, it should be in kilos. Aircraft displays, kilos. Alright, so we need 36,000, almost 36,000 on the dot. 36,020 kilos of fuel. Very little amount of fuel. I actually did fly back from Cairns once when I was very young. It was either on a 747-300 or 200. This really sucks. Well, look, the MD-80 is coming out on Sunday, my time. The 737 probably won't be far behind, and isn't the BAE 146 still supposed to come out this month as well? So we'll actually have some aircraft to fly in that sim. So it will, I think, be about time. The only thing I am going to miss the 747 and 777. 47, so what's max in this? 242. Well, close enough. So tempted to try the MD80 is going to be great. It's great in P3D, I can only imagine. With the scenery and everything in MFS, it's going to make it so much better. And better PBR in there too, so American Airlines livery is going to look absolutely spectacular. Alright, fuel payload done. Let's, can't do that until the IRSs are aligned, which apparently still have 7+ minutes. Let's do some other stuff up here. They're fine, that's fine. They're fine as they are. I might actually get a bit of light because I always find the panel to be a bit dark. It's a bit better. Integrated lights up to half. Ooh. Not going to get the BO1 out of the box. I have my thoughts. Yeah, look, when it first came out for P3D, I wasn't too impressed with it, but it did get better, and the X-Plane version was better than the P3D version. So I will get it. Probably not straight away because I want to see. As far as I know, they're only releasing the 100 to start with, and I want to know, are they going to charge for the 200 and 300 as expansions, or are they going to be free updates? Hitting at least a week on all releases this year. The 737 and the MD80 will be day one for me. I will definitely be buying them day one. The music library, God, it's annoying. Alright, 370 on there. We'll get to those afterwards. They're very dark. What's everyone been getting themselves up to while I've been away?
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain.
Anything else I need to do? Yeah, I need to put this to that. That's fine as it is. Come on. That side. I'm not using it. Seatbelts. Got auto smoking on. It's free if you bought the NGX. Well, this is true. If I choose to use the credit on the 700, I don't know. I think I'm more inclined to use the credit on the 800. What am I looking for? There was something I wanted to do. Close that door. Because there's just a door hanging open on this side because of the jetway, but it's not there. Alright, cool. So door's closed. Alright, let's do some of this. YBCS. Going home to Sydney. We're off runway 15 in Cairns. Not going to let me select the thing just yet because we don't have pay cars. Select it anyway. Playing around with MFS for me. Yeah, James has been doing a lot of that too. I haven't had a chance to play around with it much, but then again, I've done a fair bit of playing around with MFLs. I get one model for free. It's a rip-off. I was expecting $40 to get all. What, for the 737 or for the 146? We're gonna wave to James as we take off. Well, probably could. I don't know what hotel they're staying in. I didn't actually ask. $100 credit for $100. Yeah, well, I unless I'm completely disregarding any sort of math or anything, like you're getting with the 700. Like you originally in P3D, you would have gotten the 700 and 600 together. I don't want the 600. I'm not going to be buying the 600 when that comes out. So for me, the 700 is coming with 2 winglet models for the passenger variant, the BBJ and the cargo model. For me, I think that value is there because I probably wouldn't buy the BBJ or the cargo model separately. All the same. Well, yeah. Alright. Yeah, the 900 I'd probably buy on sale, or I would buy it probably regardless, but the 600 I wouldn't get much use out of it, so I'm not going to spend money on it again. Like, how many times in this stream's history did I fly the 600? I can count probably once. We flew WestJet. Wilson just cocked it. Oh shit. Was that you in the Jetstar there? Oh look, retro route. Waiting for the IRSs to align. I dropped the pull tab in my can, so now I have to drink out of a straw. What is the other thing that I need to do? That. I don't want to chuck that on because I like to see what the difference is in meters. MFS has a good Area 51 Series perfect Gen 600 flight. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Let's have a look. I wonder if they put Area 51 or Groom Lake. Oh, both. There you go. Oh, yeah? So it's a default scenery that's been upgraded by someone. Not bad. Still though, like it's too it's too niche for me to do that. To buy the 600 just to do that every now and then as a meme, like it's a little bit too niche. That's not the one I need. I need this one. There we go. Cairns pre-flight. I'm going to cheat and do it like this because it's just quicker. Minus 50, which is a continuation from Nagoya. I can't even get finger placement right on this keyboard. Sydney ETD, let's call it 05, I don't know, 25. Gives us 11 minutes. Time en route, 2 hours, 18 minutes. Is that all? Holy shit. We're supposed to be just over 3 hours, or just under 3 hours. New Canadian Airlines using Kelowna 600s now. WestJet missed that. Yeah, they did, but again, it's the same thing with the, like, PMDG's not doing the 700 with winglets, without winglets, because there's not many of them flying around anymore. It's the same for those flights. Like, it's very rare that I would actually go do a flight with the 600. Who is calling me? Big James. Sync. There we go. All right. Do this again. No streaming, not when Facebook Messenger. I did tell him that I might be streaming tonight. Alright, 1.5. We are Qantas 50 on there. Activate that. Departure. So we're going the Swift 8 off 1.5. Nice and easy. Do that. Look at that. Alright, so it should be Swift. Go. Okay, what am I doing? Hang on. Roku TSAT, perfect. Nice, straightforward flight. Railroad, you failed to inform. I did not fail to inform. I told you yesterday that I'm probably going to be streaming tonight because landing rate challenge. And I did put it into Discord, and I did schedule the stream. So if you didn't see it, that's on you. Reserves. We've got 10.4. That's a lot of reserve. 10.4. And a cost index of 25. 370. Speeds on 10. Yeah, 10's fine. I'll take that because I'm yeah. What's the temperature? 26. Right, that's fine. 6.5, 17 on the trim. No, other way around. 17 CG, 6.5 on the trim. That's fine. Take off. That's all good. Cool. Legs. Route data. Load. Who's this Buster? The guy that's had a break from streaming for a little while. I'm still sort of on a break. I needed to stream today for the landing rate challenge. Could have been yesterday, but I was working last night. Execute that. MC com, descent forecast, load that, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Everyone coming along ready to go? I can see 2 aircraft. That'd be Jack and Osgorilla. How are you, Louis? Alright, let's get the APU running. I'm looking down here like the 737. Good one, clown. Click. Like to reuse your last prediction? Well, do it in the Discord. The landing rate prediction thread is open in the Discord. Go into under the landing rate challenge. There is a topic or a thread called LRC 260422. Go in there, click on that, and then you can put in your prediction in there. Yeah, this is Cairns. What hotel are you at? If don't put that in the stream chat, maybe. Like, message it to me and we'll wave as we go past. Pretty busy, just got home, a notification I get on Chrome that says you're live. Good. There's a notification. APU starting. Get rid of the ground power. Got the chock still in, which is good. And get rid of the air conditioning unit as well. Oh. Chrome when I start my laptop, it notifies me of videos from subs on YouTube. Oh, there you go. The other thing I'll talk about it during this flight, but membership thing in the Discord that I was talking about on James's stream the other day, I have implemented that. So there's no memberships on YouTube, but you can do it in there. Disconnecting, disconnected, good. Let's chuck that onto that and that on. Better pushback is the worst. Aussie better pushback. Alright, so no ATC on here? No. Alright, cool. Let's call up the GSX. Hopefully GSX isn't too far from MFS as well. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Let me pause that. Nice jetways. Yeah, I don't know why they're not working. I couldn't get them working. I tried to fix them before the stream. They're just nothing. You know what I probably should have done? 58. Alright, so we want 168 on here. Turn that on.
Locking gear.
It's a nice turn there. Get 58. Chart. We're going tail left. Move the chocky chocks. Gone.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Started wheel.
Alrighty. If I do something wrong, forgive me. It's been a long while since I've flown this. Using outdated sim. Yeah. T1 was deserted today, was it? So still not much going out of Cairns then, internationally. It's gonna push me onto the grass, isn't it? What is it doing?
Set parking brakes.
Not going to agree with him if it doesn't look nearly as good as the PMDG one. Flight dynamics interior quality. I don't know, like, I haven't looked at it too much, but I did see you say that on James's stream the other day, and I was wondering what specifically you were talking about. Like, it doesn't really look that different to me, to be honest.
Tow truck disconnected.
Alright, starting 1 and 2
pin
together.
removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Port over from the FSX model. You reckon? I don't know. I'd have to get Sam to have a look at it. He's got the eye for detail on me. But I'll tell you what though, the good thing about MFS community is that people will go in and dirty up the cockpit textures. Like, have a look at the DC Concorde. Like the side panel underneath the window was green, and the panel textures just looked like crap. Someone went in and made better textures for it. So, you know, I have no doubt that someone will make dirty textures for that cockpit. Nice fake 747-300, by the way. Loved watching the QF743s. Yeah. I think Sam did the engines. I didn't do these engines. I think Sam did them, and I incorporated them into delivery. Parking brake, auto brake to RTO. Those are on. Let's turn the packs back on before I kill everyone on board. Taxi lights, wing light, logo light can stay off, don't need it. APU can go off. And we are good to go. Alrighty. It's also way too sensitive, especially on takeoff. I guess it's Office 2024. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a little bit, and not that I'm not saying this against you or anything. I think it's a little, because I've seen a lot of people arguing and complaining about it on forums and comment sections and things. I think it's a little bit unfair for people to pass judgments before they've had a chance to look at it and scrutinize it themselves, when they're looking at it through a streamer's eyes, basically. I think people need to wait until they actually have their hands on it to really judge it. 6.5. Nope, too far. 6.5. Gas off. Emergency lights, fuel tank, engine. Okay, we'll sort that out. These things are. Standby. Oh. Emergency lights. To make the engine, we need to turn the crossfeeds off. Go, and I will turn it all the way around. There we go. Still working on LNAV and no trim sounds. Hope it releases it. Well, they're not working. I mean, they're working on their new version of LNAV. It has LNAV in it. Like, it's just their original version. Because I saw that was a lot of people, that left a lot of people confused as well, thinking that it had no LNAV. Like, well, no, it does. It's just they're working on a entirely new rewrite of their LNAV.
Okay, traffic just 953 technical 8115.
The touch rate, because I don't see, just from what I've seen on touchdown, it looks like dynamics aren't quite there. Not necessarily their flaw, but it just doesn't. Yeah, I mean, look, we'll when it releases, we'll obviously get it on stream and we'll have a look at it as well. And not even necessarily just flying actual flights. We might just put it through its paces with some touch and goes and shit.
No.
Stop chatting on the frequency.
Get dot bollocks, boy.
Listen, P3D on Fabio and True Stream, not drawing lines right and flat. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll see. I'll still buy it, and if we have to shelve it for a while, that's a bad term, but if we have to, you know, put it in the hangar for a while, we will, and just fly the MD-80, but, yeah, we'll see how it goes when it comes. we're also going to do an intersection departure.
1-5.
Because there is no way we need the whole runway. Probably should have put the lights on. The bad streamer. What happens when you don't stream for 3 or 4 weeks?
On runway 1-5.
Wait for Jack to a little bit. We've got 2,545 meters remaining. So we dropped about 700 meters off. Oscar is just going to taxi the full length. Why lie marketing hoping about building hype? Blah, blah, blah. Why lie in marketing hype about building the plane from scratch? Is a straightforward. So like, I mean, Bob, you're the one that has to answer these questions. Come on, Randazzo. This in your own plane.
5. On runway 1-5.
I reckon we should be good to go.
On runway 1-5. On runway 1-5.
God, I wish we had a proper 747-300. Oh, stutters. Bad stutters. Stop stuttering. You're not helping me. Everyone wave to James out the right-hand side. Turn was a little bit too sharp, but it's alright. Terrain radar? Nah, we're well clear of the terrain, don't worry. All good. Well clear of it. It's an excessive noise complaint coming in. Mate, it would be worse if it was a 300. Alright, flaps up. No FB in first release, fine since the old one was so bad. Yeah, I was looking, because I did a flight, the 737 the other day, I was looking at the EFB while I was flying, I was like, I never use that thing. Not for the takeoff performance. Like, the performance is done through the FMS, so why would I use the tablet? See, terrain's not even showing up on there. It's fine. No worries. Use it for takeoff. I didn't even use it for that. I maybe used it once or twice when they first put it into the plane, but other than that, never used it. I completely forgot to play the... Fuck, I wanted to play the safety thing. Alright. Don't forget to go into the Discord in this and click on this and put in your landing rate prediction. If you don't, you will miss out. Such a Cairns way, I'm going to buy a house right next to the airport and start moving to ban flights for it. Yep. I always said, if you don't like aircraft noise, don't move near a fucking airport. It's pretty simple. I've had for the past 3 days, Sydney has been using 07. The plane's flying over my house at 3,000 feet. I've been loving it. I've been looking out the window every day when I'm home, just staring at the planes. It's great. Don't use said airport. Well, yeah. 10,000. Turn the lights off. Ring light, the rest will stay on. Off. Everything else is fine as it is. Cool. Gear off. That's off. PA's in use. Everything else is fine. Don't need to worry about anything else. That. Easy done. Going to sleep to Singapore 7 seconds the best. I was out doing a delivery the other night, or the other afternoon, and UPS 744 was just hitting the NCUB waypoint on the approach. So doing this nice sweeping turn right above my head. That was fun. Alright, don't think I need these anymore because I don't need to read anything. I should be able to read the chat without them. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get rid of sound in the sim, put the music back on. Alright, so a couple of things. One is the landing rate challenge, which is happening today. Like I said, go in there, put your prediction in. It is on this flight. I'm not doing any other flight after this. It's just the one flight tonight. The other thing was what I was saying is the membership thing. So because we don't have Twitch subs anymore, and we don't have YouTube memberships at the moment, I've set up through the Discord bot a membership thing. It does charge in US, and I couldn't change that unfortunately, but I did the conversions to make it so it was like $10. I think this is 15, 20, and 25 or something. So if you feel like helping out and continuing a sub that you can not do on Twitch anymore, you can do one of these. These are the benefits. There is a sub lounge again, or a members lounge now, and I will do giveaways in there. So if you're a member, you get this giveaways role, which when I do giveaways, it'll be for members only. Only people with that role can actually partake in the giveaways. So if you would like to help me out or continue a sub, you can do it through that in the welcome info channel in the Discord. It'll take you to that page. What else is going on? On holidays, having alky drinks and not caring about the world. Yeah. Or you could do that. Buy a shirt. Gorilla bought a shirt the other day. It's actually surprisingly quick how they fulfilled that order. It only took them what, two days to fill it and send it. I was quite surprised at that, because last time I bought something from my own store, it took them like 3 weeks. What else is going on? Go to FS Elite. Alrighty. So this is probably the big news of today. Unless if you're selling them pretty quick. Well, yeah, that's true. But they're made on the spot. They're not like pre-made and then stored or warehoused. They're made to order. Very soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, April 30th, which I'm assuming would be Sunday our time, depending what the time difference is between here and Italy, because I think the guy that made this is Italian. 75 euros, so it's about 112 Australian dollars. Which again, I'm fairly certain that when they released for P3D, the MD80 was a little bit more, and then the 83 and 88 expansion was half the price, if not a little bit less. So hopefully if they're doing the same thing there and not going to charge 112 for this one and then 112 for the other two. But we'll see. I also kind of hope that they make an MD87, but I don't know that that'll happen. G'day, Sam. Bloody calendar's still open. What else? Flight temp, Boston. That'll be something that I'll have to pick up at some point, but not quite yet. All the confirmed liveries. This actually was... I wasn't extremely impressed with this, but... You know, that's up to them, I guess. Why they would do Virgin Blue and not Virgin Australia, I'll never know. But, you know... As long as the paint kit comes out the same day as the plane, from my understanding, it will be pretty easy to move paints across. They'll have to be scaled up though. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the big ones are there. There's oh yeah, United is there. Southwest. Yeah, I guess we'll see. This was quite annoying the other day, this Flying Fox, Freedom Fox thing. Parallel 42 put a thing up on their Facebook page saying that something was coming. It turns out it was just this. Looking forward to flying the Nauru livery. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and find time to do some repaints again. But again, I think with the flight sim community or the MFS community, I don't think it's that difficult or that far out of the realm of possibility that this page will be flooded with repaints within hours of the plane releasing. It seems to happen every time. Like Concorde, within, I don't know, 8 hours of Concorde releasing, there are already 8 or 10 paints on here. 8K Virgin paints, yeah. Flightbeam Wellington, still haven't had I bought it, but I haven't had a chance to fly there yet. See, I know that this is part of their marketing strategy to let like Fabio and Chewy stream the 737, but it's caused nothing but problems for them on their forum. Like, some of the topics have just been ridiculous in here. Like, look, this WestJet Pilot 1, right? Several posts. Oh, he's been banned now. Okay, well, took long enough. Several posts like this where he's just complaining based on what he's seen in streams. This guy was having a go at a response and complaining about forum topics being, you know, out of hand and this and that, and then he goes and makes his own. But yeah, it's just this is I don't like this releasing it early, you know, to streamers to stream it early, because it just creates questions, annoying questions, an annoying amount of questions. Had a look at the SAS livery for the 320. That really dirty one. I saw one the other day that was like super dirty. There's actually a lot of detail in it though. There was also this. Because that's a thing. I don't know. I saw some pictures of it the other day. This one. Like, this guy has gone above and beyond with this repaint. It's insane, the extra detail that he's put into it. I mean, he's done custom PBR maps, custom dirt. Like, the dirt on the wings is all custom. And even in the leading edge. Yeah, look at that. All shortcomings as well as improving lighting all around. Yeah. And this is the thing that I've always been saying, that the livery on an aircraft in flight sim is half the battle, really. Under the windows is backwards, is it? Cargo hinge mesh decal texture enabling unmirrored details. Fair enough. Check Discord. Oh. Goes to the 21. Hang on. It shouldn't be. It should. So when you go and go on that, I mean, so when you click on that and go paid, does it come up with the bundle? Oh, that's my email address. No, it came up with just $7.50 for me. Can someone else check that? You don't have to go through with it, but you can just have a look if it automatically puts the bundle, because if it does, I'll just remove the bundles. Yeah, the detail in this is insane. So he's basically redone almost every detail. The fly-by-wire guy should get this guy in to redo their paint kit. That's nuts. Although I do feel sorry for everyone that's done these repaints, that's going to have to redo them when they put the new new wings and engine model on there. That's going to be fun. Blue SAS logo should be at the front. On the old livery or the new livery? I'm guessing the old livery. That. logo there. This logo. So that should be on this side. Minor detail that can be overlooked, I guess. Easy fix though. What's this guy? Does he have any? What else has he got? Uploaded files 12. Oh, there you go. He's discontinued his old liveries and made a new one. Southwest. He's done a couple of CRJ liveries, including in New Zealand. I reckon Air New Zealand's, although I'm not a big fan of this version of the livery, the new version, yeah, but not the biggest fan of that livery. Looks pretty smart on the CRJ though. Looks like a corporate jet. I wonder why they chose Fabio to promote the 737, not someone like London Controller, who's a larger fan base. I think there's no real tactful way to say this, but I think Fabio is a bit of an arse licker. I don't know why people want to watch him, because that first day that they were allowed to stream it, I was watching Chewie for a little bit. It took Chewie 40 minutes to get in the air. By that time, Fabio was only just going through the pneumatic system of the aircraft. So I can only imagine it took him another probably 90 minutes after that to take off. Give me 1 sec. About 15 minutes from Sydney yesterday. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that first day he was sort of just faffing about with the aircraft a little bit. To start with, welcome Jack to the membership. Cheers for that. Very much appreciated. Watching Fabio's like watching grass grow. Oh, mate. Any what's the word? Analogy like that? Watching paint dry, watching grass grow. That's the reason I can't stand watching him. He just takes too damn long. Like when he was streaming the beta 146, it took him 3 hours to get off the ground. And then he only flew for like 40 minutes from London City to Donegal. I was like, come on, man. How can you be on the ground for 3 hours? Going through every system on the aircraft. Like, it's not needed. This Kiwi and Lime Mother isn't too bad, actually. Surprisingly. I didn't have high hopes for it, but not bad. Got to keep an eye out on. Okay, so Senna's still on down there, but nothing else. Got to keep an eye on that. Who's at Brisbane? Someone green. Who's green at Brisbane? Find. Who else is flying? Random people that added me on Volanta that I have no idea who they are. Are we at cruise? Here we are. Would have hoped so by now. Yeah, I don't know. Like they chose Fabio. He does get a fairly big audience, I guess, and he supposedly knows what he's talking about. Sam, if you're still here, you did these engine textures, didn't you? Oh, you are still here. Yeah, I am going to uninstall P3D. I've just, to be honest, after flying in MFS a little bit more recently, the scenery in P3D just doesn't do it for me anymore. And I know we've got, what do we got? We got the 737 coming in the next, let's say, week or so, because I have a feeling it might be out by next weekend. 737 MD-80 is coming at the end of this week. 146 is supposed to be, they're still aiming to release it this month, so should be out within the next week. So we'll have at least 3 aircraft to fly, plus the A320. The 737 comes out, let's say, end of next week. Then we've got 6 weeks. 6 weeks from there, let's say they release it maybe on Sunday or Monday. So 6 weeks from there to get the 600 out. Let's go Sunday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's call it the 12th of June for the 600. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24th of July for the 800. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4th of September for the 900. So we might be lucky if we see the 777 this year for MFS. Because the 777 is supposed to be after the 73s. Yeah, I think you did, and then I put them into the package and repackaged it to do a Rexy tour back in the 700 from. Tour is a trigger word. Tour is a trigger word. Says 777 Feb 2023. Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. Like, as far as I'm aware, they've made mention that they're working on it already, and that as the 737 release wraps up, that they'll move resources to the 777. We did that in 74. Yeah, we did. 24 hours. Fuck. No, thank you. 24-hour stream and tour trigger words. Oh, Osgorilla's in X-Plane. I uninstalled X-Plane today. I did my flight in the A300 the other day. And then uninstalled the A300 and X-Plane today. This is what shits me. This is another thing that's shitting me about P3D, and I don't know why it's doing it, because it never used to. These stutters that I keep getting. I also found out that P3D is not on a solid state drive like I thought it was. Turns out it was my old computer that P3D was on a solid state drive. Currently, P3D and MFS are both on a hard drive, and I need to fix that. Oh, look at that livery. I love this livery. Because I dropped one of these in there. Autosave could be. whilst we're cruising along, I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom. And I think I'm going to swap out the bottle of water in the fridge because this one is no longer cold. I shall return. Engines look a little dark. Yeah. Not sure why. They didn't look like that before. Oh well. I think they're a little dark because of the shadows of the sim. Or it could be because of the I don't know actually. Like there's this really sort of dark spot here and I don't know what is that? Oh, maybe these are mine. Maybe they're not yours. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the weird dark shadows are there. They shouldn't be that shadowy. On X-Plane 12, how far up against... I've got no interest in X-Plane 12. I barely had an interest in X-Plane 11. It was bought for me. I didn't buy it for myself. So I really don't have any interest in X-Plane whatsoever. P3D? Well, the interest in P3D has been waning for a very long time. If they would drop P3D version 6 tomorrow, I wouldn't buy it. Put it that way. The academic license, or for just casual simmers, yes, I think it will die out. Commercial use, it'll still be used commercially in simulators and stuff like that. If I knew how to model and animate, I would slap some makeshift antennas on the wing. Yeah, that'd be cool. It probably wouldn't be too hard to do, Sam. What would be hard to do would be attaching it to the model or animating them so that they move with the wings. But I mean, if you did that, you may as well make new engines for it too. Slap some RB211s on there. But there's the other thing is there's a subtle difference in the wing. Like the wing is for a 400. For a 300, you'd have to cut a couple of feet off each end. There goes the music again, because I'm not on the music library. I think that was something that I actually had to change the textures for the model, P3D. Because the 747-300, so on it with PMDG's textures, the grey part of the wing here, the grey paint, went all the way to the edge of the wing and wrapped around. So to make it look more like a 300, I changed it. Actually changed quite a bit of it. Let's see. Need the source files with the animation. Yeah. I don't think it would take almost 2 years before a single proper airline would be. I guess it shows. And not really. Yeah. I don't know so much if it was the sim. I think it was more the SDK. Like, for a long time, the SDK was the problem. Yeah. So these are the wing textures, right? The wing, you can see. Let me get. Chase plane. Bring this back up. So this light here, wing light, is here, right? And that's where the grey came up to, what, just about here or something. It's too far. And then with this, I think I changed it so that, yeah, so that it didn't reach, because this moves basically up. So you can see that line that goes across here, how much extra wing there is on the textures. Seemed like Des were a bit hesitant about it. Well, he's talking to media. I don't know how popular it would be for the. But this is the thing, right? PMDG previewed the 737 in like October 2020, so a couple of months after MFS came out. So they had been working on it since then. What's taken them so long to get it to this point, I'll never know. 1, 2. So these rivet lines here. 1, 2. So this basically moved to here. And like 3 feet of the wing is gone. Where the textures before would wrap around the edge of the wing there. And it just looked dumb. I thought I did the PBR for it as well, but apparently not. Still haven't released A300. Ooh, indie builds. It took them how many years to shorten the 300ER and change the wings to the... Yeah. So the 777 originally came out in 2013. And they were talking about the 200ER back then, and then it didn't get released till what, last year? Oh, the 3... Yeah. No, well, they're not going to. The 777-300. Someone made a mod that put the 200ER's wings onto the 300 fuselage. But yeah, they're I think for the same reason that they're not doing a non-winglet 700 model. I think that's why they didn't do the 300 base. That not that many airlines had them. Like, think about it. Who had it? Korean, Emirates, ANA, maybe Japan Airlines, Thai. Like, I think it was a pretty niche 777 model. So I don't think they will never do that model unless they decide to do it for MFS later on down the line, but I very much doubt it. Cathay, oh yeah, I forgot Cathay did too. I suppose it probably could have just had a look, hey. Yeah, I think it was popular in Asia because they could use them on like the 747 domestic routes that they had. The list of operators. Let's see. No, 777-300. Cathay had... Apparently Cathay still has 17 of them. I don't think that's right. According to Wikipedia, Cathay still has 17 300s. Because that's just the strategy to get people to buy the less popular models. It's the same thing that Captain Sim do, where they release the Pratt & Whitney models first because they're less popular. So they force you to buy that as the base pack. Surely not. They really still have them? Yeah, they do. What the hell? Huh. Learn something new every day. Some of them from EK before. Yeah. I just saw they had some EK ones, ex-EK ones. Russia Airlines from Russia still has 5. ANA still has 4. Korean has 4. Air Peace in Nigeria has 2. Ukraine International Airlines has 2 on order. Alexandria Airlines of Egypt has 1. And that's it. And then it's probably just former operators. Yeah, so Emirates had them, Singapore had them, Japan, Thai, Transaero, Fly Global, and Vim Airlines. 777-300 base model, not the 300ER. Probably parking desert to buy them and convert them to freight. I don't know, would they be useful as freight aircraft? They were woefully underpowered. Wonder why PMDG opted to release the 800 as base over the 600, 700. I think because originally the 800 was more popular than the others, and that's why that was the base pack. Still has them in Cathay. Hang on. I don't think Singapore did. I don't think it said that Singapore does. They had. I don't know if they still do. Singapore, no. Singapore's got none left. They had 12. With the 777, they use the LR, the least popular variant. I thought they would release a niche variant in an attempt to get more sales. With the 777, yeah. Well, and that kind of shit me about the 777 to begin when they first released that. I was annoyed that they released the LR because I really have very little interest in the LR. Like, out of the whole 777 family, the 200ER was always my favorite. Why they chose the LR first, I don't know. Probably because of the common engines with the 300ER, I guess. And it was easy to do the 200LR and the 300ER with the same engines. Yeah, the LR has its purposes. Look, as a freighter, it's probably great. But as a passenger aircraft, it's very niche. Like, obviously wasn't that popular. Like the old school 7878. Well, yeah. I think the LR is the 747 SP of its type, basically. I think. been on the Air Canada LR. Yeah, they're still sending them down here. I'm surprised they haven't switched to the 787. Although James told me that they are switching to the 787 soon. You know what I didn't do? You know what's funny? I keep doing that. I've got a link to the pictures folder here, but I keep going to the file browser. Spotting. Did go spotting in January and in April. In January was when James was here. And I haven't sorted through these pictures yet. These ones we might have gone through on stream already. These ones were when Ozgorilla was here. And actually I think it was just when Ozgorilla was here. Actually, it was, because we were waiting for the BA. This was nice to see again. BA back in Sydney. Wonder why Qatar still operated the LR to Auckland and not the 350. Would have thought the 350 would be more feasible. Yeah, considering they send the 350 here, you'd think that they would send it to Auckland as well. From Vancouver to Toronto, and the thing is too overpowered for domestic flights. I think that's the biggest problem with the 200 LR. The engines are too big for its frame, let's say. This was nice to see. The Fiji A350. Unfortunately, the light wasn't doing me any favors that day. And he's doing its 300 ER to Auckland via Adelaide. Who? Qatar? It was nice to see this too, actually. Ooh, that's a nice plane. You've got the Max, not the 350 at Fiji. Any Air Callan? I don't think there was any Air Callan that day. No. I did have a... I had a picture of an Air Callan 330 Neo. But it wasn't the best picture because it was raining. See if I can find it. Been seeing more Fiji Maxes here lately too. When would it have been? Check Discord. Ah, Sam with the bronze tier. Welcome to the sub or the members lounge, Sam. It doesn't give me a ping while I'm in streamer mode on Discord. Oz Gorilla's in the voice channel. I don't go in the voice channel on VATSIM flights, remember? I have enough trouble with the voices in my head already. Where is this picture? I was very happy to see this one that day too. That was accident. Fair enough. I think that was one of the first pictures I got onto Jet Photos. Where is this bloody picture? It must have been before this. One of the last pictures of BA I got before the pandemic. Actually, what's the date on these? August 2019, yeah, so very shortly before everything went to shit. Why Jet Photos so picky? Yeah, I don't know. I sort of gave up on putting anything on there because there was a picture that I have that they rejected saying that the horizon wasn't level, and I was like, fuck you, yes it is. One of these pictures. No, it was a Qantas 747. One of these. Yeah, anyway, one of these. And I did level it out, which meant the plane was somewhat, facing not quite level. And they said the horizon's not level. I'm like, but the horizon is level. I'm on the 12th floor of a car park taking this picture. That's why it's not level. But it was, that isn't a 737. Where? Oh, there was one. Hang on. Actually, I think it was when it was getting darker, wasn't it? There. Yeah. So it must have been earlier that I got the Air Callan. Another one that's gone now. A330 still at Perth, yeah. Huh. Oh, they still have the 757 now. Where is it? That was the first day that Yamp Dreaming landed in Sydney after its delivery. This was after its flight from Alice Springs, and I was trying to get a picture of the belly so I could sort of do the dots on the repaint. Not that this helped me that much, but this is I don't know how many of you know about this aircraft. Down at the Oaks Airfield in very far southwestern Sydney. Apparently, the cockpit is the cockpit of a 707. Because they used it for training for the 707 pilots. And it's been sitting there looking like shit ever since. I always wonder why they never said 777s and 330s trans hasn't. Who? Qantas or Virgin? Oh, Virgin. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Another one that's gone now. Delta 777s. So many pictures of aircraft that are no longer with us. Where is this bloody Air Callan picture? When did they get the 330 Neos? It couldn't have been back this far. Or was it?
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream. I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place. See, cause everybody wanna tell you bad things. What could go wrong, what fame brings, but success is a finicky thing. And if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down,
I actually think this was the day that Jay and Nicola were coming up here. No, another one that's gone. This was interesting to see. This A330 was coming from Auckland, I think, and only had one side of the landing lights on. It was doing a cargo flight. Delivered in late 2019. Okay, so maybe it was 2020. I remember it was raining the day that I saw it, because the picture wasn't very good. It couldn't have been 2020, because by then I already wasn't going to work. It had to have been late 2019 that I got a picture of it. I think Korean Air will fly 748 back to Sydney ever. Aren't they getting rid of them? I thought didn't they only have like 2 of them or something, and they were converting them for like presidential flights? Where is this damn picture? It wasn't in this folder.
losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close
Nothing in
my eyes,
unsorted.
embrace the blast. Sleepless nights
These are
and
really
days,
old pictures.
restlessness to hell and back.
Odd times and then file surfing. Wow.
Surface a heart
Not checking chat
and sometimes
when we could travel. Yeah, I get to chat when I remember it. Got to sort your files by airline. No, I don't sort them by file. I started out sorting them by month. Actually, I started out by sorting them by date. But then I went to months. And then I was like, yeah, this isn't working. So I just put them all into single folders by year. Where was this bloody... It has to be here somewhere. Let's just scan through them. Still hasn't seen it. Something in chat? What? Oh, missed it. It's at the top, February 2020. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. Look, there it is. No, because I was looking for a specific picture. When I was scanning, saw this, I thought it was the A320. Yeah, there you go. No, there's another picture I've got where it's raining. And that's why I was looking for a grey background, not a blue one. One's at Toowoomba, one's the US. The... Raining. It was. What's this? During the bushfires, okay. I want to know, where the fuck is this picture? I know I have one where it's raining. I don't know what these are, but they're risky clicks. Oh. Not that risky, it's a blimp. Yeah, I don't know. Saw the A320 Neo when you... Which one? Air New Zealand or Air Callan? Oh. Well, Senna's gone offline. Can we get some 743 pics? They're pretty shitty, shitty pictures, but we can. Spotting. What do we got? Really crappy picture of EBX. This is the airside tarmac tour bus. That was fun when it still existed. Hey, Callan. Okay. This is when the A380 was still doing its tour. Is this the old Rex livery? Yeah, with the fucking web address and a phone number on it. God, I hated that livery. So, there used to be, at Sydney Airport, you could go on a tarmac tour where they take you to the domestic terminal, get you to go through security, shove you on a bus, and then they drive you around airside. Unfortunately, the guy that ran it, he was told that people on the tour were not allowed to take pictures airside. And he kept questioning Sackle about that, and he was told by someone inside Sackle to shut up because they're talking about shutting him down. He kept pushing and they shut him down. Virgin Blue E170s? Possibly. God, I wish I could remember what this camera was. I think this was just after they introduced this livery. It was the first couple of the, yeah, this was OGD. So the first one that had that livery on it in the fleet. Jetstar 330. Virgin Atlantic A340 behind it. There would be some Virgin E170s and 90s in these pictures somewhere. Secret calculator app, if you know. I mean, doesn't everyone have one of them? EX. The Royal Brunei 767 in the back there. Rarest aircraft. You have a photo of mine 727 used for avionics testing in the US. I don't know, actually. I'd have to scan through all the pictures and see what would have been. God, couldn't frame a picture to save my life back then. Bloody hell. In private jet picture? There would be. I mean, there's probably thousands of pictures in this folder. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop. Very Red Plains, yeah. God, I missed that plane. It was nice seeing A340s here. Had it fly on 3 engines, new owner was that beaten up? Yeah, I remember seeing the video of that when it took off from Tahiti the last time, and you could see red at the back of 3 of the engines, and then the 4th one just dead. (737) 400. Missed them too. They were fun. At least they were noticeable. Yeah. Rex. More classic 7.3s. More 7.3s with the nose cut off. It boggles my mind that Jetstar still has A320s in this livery. Like 2005, like almost 20 years, and they're still in the original livery. They've had 5 liveries since then. Also got to be flying 4-engine airliner with one end up and 3 basically not working over the Pacific. Yeah, hazard pay, eh? It never ceases to amaze me how China Eastern thought that their new livery was an improvement over this. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, except they got rid of the cheat lines and the tail logo and changed the logo. But the titles haven't really changed. Man, I miss those days where every second aircraft was a VQQ today in that livery. Yeah, I saw that. Every second aircraft was a 767. I missed that. Makes really suits the 300ER. You reckon? I reckon because I just noticed that it basically looks like they just removed the cheat line. Their livery just looks incomplete. This was also the first time I realized that the A380 had a double beacon on the top. Hey, Winala. Oh. I thought that was a Garuda MD-11 in the back for a second there because of this, but it's not. It's a 330. I always thought this was really egotistical of Jeff Dixon. So, Jeff Dixon was still the, I guess, CEO or whatever his position was at Qantas then. The first aircraft that got this livery, the registration was GD. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but to me it always just seemed like he was really sort of egotistical and thought, let's put it on the one that has my initials. Malaysia 74. God, this is back when aviation was fun. Malaysia 777. What would be the most rare that I've got? I honestly don't know. I think these are the same pictures that I just went through. I don't know why I've got them twice. Hey, that's before the first class lounge was built at the top there. Just the 1984 was the main Qantas delivery. Yeah. It's funny though, they brought this in 84, or was it 90? Hang on. I don't know. Whenever they brought in this gold line, this gold strip, and then they got rid of it, and now they've gone back to a silver stripe. Oh, that's pretty rare, I guess. There was only 6 of them in the fleet. I should do a special over on the 380. They have done it on every plane type in the past 20 years except 380, and a few of them need new paint jobs. I was thinking about this a couple of months ago, that I'd love to see, not Winala or Nalangi, but I think they should do, especially now that they are actually committing to the A380s, now would be a great time to do an entirely new indigenous art livery for the A380. Because it's going back to London and going back to Los Angeles. It's great advertisement. And I think now it's a great time. Music's so terrible, yeah. Unfortunately, you know, have to have the shit music. Look at that. Look at that livery. Look how nice and fresh it looks. And it's probably still painted like that now. Actually, I'm curious. Let's have a look. VQT. Atlas needs a paint. Yep. Okay, so according to this website, as late as 2012, it was still in that livery. Oh, okay. So VQ, no, that's YQT, not VQT. Uh, 2012. Is this aircraft no longer in the fleet? Doesn't seem like there's any recent photos of it, so maybe not. No, it is not. It's with Tianjin Airlines. Well, there you go. How are we doing here? We've got at least 320 miles to go for top of descent. Looks better than Qatar's A350s. Yeah. The old Garuda livery. I wonder how Aerosoft is doing financially. Must be seriously suffering. You reckon? They're about to start maybe making an A350. Aeroflot. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, they're still doing domestic flights, so... God, I miss the classic 7.3s. I really wish someone would make a new one of these from scratch. Actually, I wonder how that's going. There was one being made by someone on Reddit posted. Let's see if I can find that. Aerosoft too, yeah. Aerosoft's gonna print the money selling Brussels and Wilson, you reckon? This. So this was, when was this? 2 years ago this was previewed. But there hasn't really been any word on it since. And I'm kind of wondering if it's still happening because it looks fucking fantastic. I mean, Hughes MD Flyer was, he was a member of the TFDI team at one point. Looks Photoshop. I mean, probably a little bit, but... Aeroflot finally just stole the planes off leasing companies. Yeah, that's true. There you go, there's a 170. Virgin Blue 170. Took long enough to get to it, but was this the dead 7? No. I don't believe so. I mean, it may have been, but I'd love to know what's actually going on with it. What's this? VQO? Is VQO still in the fleet? Probably not. VQO. They're using them domestically so they don't get seized, yeah. VQO is, we're now with Air Serbia, so no, this one's not in the fleet either. I dare say this one probably isn't either. Some of these pictures don't even make sense to me anymore. Like, what is this a picture of? Why? Oh, Emirates. James's favorite. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of. When's this? Hang on. 2008. So 14 years later and the livery hasn't changed.
I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead 'em into battle while you're just too scared to
Although something about it looks different. I don't know what.
laugh right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling. Keep mumbling, I'll keep doubling. You keep bluffing, you've got nothing. I'll keep
God, some of these features are terrible. You were 5. Yup. Bridge cars 3 in Hong Kong the other day. I believe they were seized. Wow, doesn't surprise me, hey. Oh, Jet Connect. What does it need to change to? I don't think it needs to change. What? Oh, that's pretty rare. There you go. Norfolk 732. I don't think it needs to change. I think it needs a bit of a refresher. Like, it just needs to be... I don't know if modernized is the word. It just needs... It needs something, because it's starting to look dated. And same with their uniforms. Their uniforms are terrible. What's in the background? What do we got? Emirates, Malaysia, Air Tahiti, and Air New Zealand. That Our Air thing. Yeah, it... one iteration of it or another. Actually, it wouldn't be because it's Norfolk, not Nauru. Don't need to update it. It's a timeless design. Yeah, look, I'm not saying that they need to make a major change, because think about it. The old the current livery, right, is very much a sort of modernization of the old livery, their original livery, right? Like, this is the original livery. Really, all they did to change it was enlarge the titles and give them a black background or a black outline, and they made this more wavy rather than straight lines. That's all I'm saying. All they would need to do, they could leave it exactly as it is. It just needs something to bring it more forward. You know, it's hard to explain what I mean. Really needs a Singapore tacky. I hate Singapore Airlines livery. Not a fan. Ugh. Billboards. A310 was donated by Pakistan. Yeah, I did. Another E170. Smooth edges on the tail would make Emirates livery look after. And that's what I'm saying. They don't need to do anything major. They just need to just minor tweaks to sort of bring it. Because think about it. Like, how long have they had that livery? For as long as I remember, they have. Like, that's all it is. It's probably more than 20 years old now. It just needs a little something to. This is hideous. You know what I hate about the Singapore Airlines livery? The gold. Because look at Emirates. The gold on Emirates is gold. Like, it's great gold. It's reflective. It catches the light. This just looks like dull brown river dirt or something. You need music playing in the background? Well, probably not while I'm talking, but when we have lulls in the talking, then, you know, needs something there. The old Air Callan livery. I will turn it down a bit because, yeah, even for me, it's annoying as fuck. Yeah, Singapore Airlines, I hate that gold. Airvan livery was unique. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Airvan's had this livery since what, 2007 or 8 or something? When was this picture? 2008. So 14 years later, and this livery still looks modern. The only thing I would change with theirs is the titles, because this is a very strange font and kind of can be hard to read at first glance. But the rest of the livery is great. Leave the rest, just change that font. That's the only, like I said, 14, 15 years later, the livery still looks great. The font needs to be changed. It sucks. With the year of the 50th is a good refresher. Saw one up close in Melbourne the other day. Looked very slick. Yeah, but like they need something like their standard livery needs a change. Like logos and special liveries are one thing. You know, their standard everyday livery needs something else. Like you know what could do what. Hang on. Give me an Emirates 777. Let me. Hang on. Do I have a better picture of one? Surely. Or even an A380. Hang on. Would be better to just Google it, to be honest. Alright, hang on. Where was I? In this folder. Go back to that. Let me get a picture of Emirates. Can't wait for the 800 to United Island, hopping Guam to Honolulu, and maybe the old Guam Cairns route. Yep, definitely. Thought Aer Lingus did the best livery refresher. Their new livery is so simplistic and elegant. It is. It's very nice livery, but it is very. It's following this trend now that Lufthansa's done the same thing. It's basically like what Qantas did. So, I mean, it's still better than just Euro white liveries, but can I have just a picture of an Emirates 777 fucking side on? Is this going to be a news article or is it just going to be a picture? Just give me a damn picture. It's a news article that doesn't even have a picture. Nope, that doesn't help. Sucks, the old green is best. Here we go. Wikimedia Commons. There we go. That'll do. Alright. We heard the instrumental of this song before. Skip. You know what would all Emirates would need to do? This is all fine. The front end is fine. The tail, go bigger. Stretch this out so it covers the entire tail. Make the flag bigger and make the red come further down into the fuselage. That's all it would take. Give me one sec. The phone's ringing. Alright, hang on. Let me catch up. I think it's the best looking of the trend. Yeah. Do you guys have any tweaking tips? Going to install this weekend and probably pick up the Mad Dog. Never bought one of them. I have no tweaking tips, except don't max out the sliders for render something or other. And there's like 3 sliders in the graphics. Don't max them out. They will kill your sim. UAE flag on the back of the... Are you kidding me? You only just realized that. More bold, higher up a smaller Emirates logo. Removing the website handle would really bring... Yeah, get rid of the web address. I hate that. I absolutely... If you have to put your web address, do like Lufthansa did, where they had just Lufthansa.com at the back above some of the windows. Get rid of it from here. This is fine. This on the engine's fine. That on the belly's fine. Go big on the tail. Really stretch it out, make it big, and make it cover the whole tail and come further into the fuselage. That would be the refresher that Emirates would need. More bold, higher up, smaller engine logo. Removing the website Emirates title. Thought it was just a color. Use any money they were spend on designing a new livery and give it to the employees. That will do a better job helping the airline. Yeah, well, no, it won't. I have my views on Emirates employee practices. Don't you worry. I can't really voice them. Yeah, so I think that's... Emirates doesn't need to do much to their livery. Just little bit of tweaking to sort of modernize or bring it forward a little bit. Still trying to find what the rarest picture or the rarest aircraft I've got. I mean, that's pretty rare for Sydney. Martin Air Cargo. I mean, you're not. Got the best looking 787. I thought they'd just copy them. Wow. Etihad did a good refresh of their livery. The old Air Pacific. What was that route? I wouldn't remember. I mean, it's 2008. I don't remember that far. I don't remember yesterday, let alone 2008. Managed a KLM or Iberia during COVID? Nope. I didn't go anywhere during COVID, James. I sat at home all day doing nothing. Even when these special one-off flights did come in, I didn't bother going anywhere. They used to be fun, the Aerolíneas A340-200s. That would have been a hell of a flight. Buenos Aires direct to Sydney. Yeah, it was that long ago. Like, these are when I had just finished school and I was working the family business back in 2008. Anytime I had spare time, I was down at the airport spotting, because I think not long after, what was it? Would have been mid 2008 that I got my driver's license. So yeah, I was driving myself down there by then. God, some of these pictures are bad. The camera was so bad. This is like optical zoom. No, digital zoom. I can pass the optical. There you go. There's some business jet. I mean, that's okay. That's pretty rare as well. Back when VB didn't have winglets on the 700s. Qantas used to do that. What's that? To Buenos Aires. I want to do that flight in 787, but never did it. You guys did that before. What? Santiago, not Buenos. Yeah, I mean, we've done. James, you did Santiago on stream, didn't you? You did like the whole 12-hour flight, right? It'd be VQG, right? Yeah, it looks like it. That's pretty rare. I dare say that's not flying anymore. Yes, and had to go around. Yep. This is 2007, so 30th of May 2007. That was the day after my birthday, actually. And it would have been before I had my license. So my brother would have been driving me down there. Was that Embraer 110? Yeah, it was. It was Aero Pelican. It's a small airline up in Newcastle. They just fly between Newcastle and Sydney pretty much. Look at that. 747s everywhere. God, this camera was a piece of crap. There you go. If you wanted a picture of what Shep's Mound looked like before it was in its current form, this is all it was. Just a bit of dirt. With junk in front of it. Pretty big network now, do they? And when did we go to Midwestern America? Where? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You're not giving yourself, you're not making a good case for yourself, P3D. I wonder when the last autosave was. Oh, I've got autosaves on. So there'll be an autosave. I just don't know when it was. Test? Test what? Why is this showing me top chat? Again, I want live chat, not top chat. Can't chat on the laptop anymore. Huh. Would that have been Brisbane? No. Well, we were currently over... Where the fuck am I? Goondiwindi. We didn't go past Brisbane. We went more straight line. Won't let me submit messages on my phone. How weird. Alright, let's restart the sim and reload and see where we left off. I might have to retire the old Aussie 6.8 desk mat. Oh, it feels like it's starting to the top layer seems to be starting to peel away from the foam underneath. Turn your settings down. They are down. That's the thing. That's all right because P3D is getting uninstalled later anyway. Used to have with the 7 then renaming a file worked. Okay. Well, I'll reload the sim. I'll just. What do you reckon? 2 minutes ago that it crashed. 21:03 maybe. We'll see when the last autosave was. Just depends how long it takes for P3D to restart. I mean, at least it was only P3D that the graphics card crashed and not the entire computer, because that wouldn't have been fun. Load. Date and time. Autosave 2057. Damn, so we were at the very sort of edge of where the autosave would have been. Alright, so we're back about 9 minutes behind where we were. Alright, I'll let the sim load. I'll be back in 1 minute while the sim loads. Might still be on warranty. Call Aussie 6 tech support. Yeah, but Aussie 6 tech support is in a different state right now and wouldn't be able to help. I don't know. It's I think the top part of the mat feels like it's coming away from the bottom foam, but I don't know if that's just maybe the foam is compressed and it's not quite as foamy as it used to be. I don't know. What crashed 5 times in a row? Oh yeah, but later you see what I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're back in Queensland now. We had just crossed the border into New South Wales and then it crashed, so we're back in Queensland. It's over 2 years old. Well, yeah, it was when you were still with the other merch people. If I had to pin the blame for that on anything, it would have been probably the clouds and this lighting. Change texture res in P3D to 2048. It already is. Actually, I need to check that. Because if I perhaps recently may have been taking screenshots of a livery. Let's have a look. Nope. These are my lower settings. 4 times SSAA, texture resolution 2048, and isotropic 8 times. So they're my lower settings. Don Paratiti said no. Oh, I'd forgotten that we have an election coming up and you just reminded me that there's politics to be done in the next month. I don't like a politics. Test. Hello, test. Oh, I can't wait to see this livery in MFS. There's a lot of my liveries that I can't wait to see in MFS, actually. I have my textures on 1024. I usually have them on 2048. Unless I'm taking screenshots, then I bump everything up to max. Albert or Morrison, let's hear it. I'm not getting into it. Suffice to say, this will be 1 year that I actually do vote. Why has Volanta changed to a DC3? Kanye West, no. America already had one mentally unstable person running their country. They don't need another one. So still no ATC on in Sydney? No. No, they've all gone offline. Needs a mentally unstable leader. Let's get Clive Palmer. God, no. That's the worst possible idea. I mean, the only way it could be worse is if you do put Scott Morrison back in. But this is the thing, right? I don't think a lot of people realize that by voting for Clive Palmer, you're basically throwing your vote at the Liberals. I think a lot of people don't realize that. 3 4s are the go. 3605 knots. Yeah, I guess. Alright, let me get back in the cockpit and actually plan the arrival. Because we're gonna have to start descent 160 miles. Alright. 3-4s are boring. Smokey, Sadlo, Bori, TSAT. Okay, so we drag this one up past TSAT. Bori, Vazra, Barrow, Ovals, Gentle, Zonka, Dudok, Nasho, Vectors to Sausage. No worries, easy done. Alright. What are we going? We're going down to... let's call it 6,000. Tuck that in there so if I forget where we are, the plane starts descending by itself so that we don't miss top of descent. Because, you know, that's a pretty common thing to happen on my stream. Cool. 3-4s to go. What do you mean Pauline Hanson? Pauline Hanson can sit on a thumb and rotate. How much VRAM do I have? 10.1 and we're using 1.8. So I'm not sure why something spiked the VRAM and caused the graphics card to crash. Nice tailwind, yeah. How long have we got to go? 33 minutes. Oh, so not far. Jackie Lambie. She's... no. No, no, no. No, no, no. They're all shit. I'll tell you that much. You guys redline so I'm not early to the party. I mean, I probably can, but I don't know about Ozgorilla. Poor bloke's gonna be left behind in his 737. Oh no, he's like right on my tail. Just going to a hold, Jack. Matt for Prime Minister? No thanks. Print a new box and put my name on the paper. I wonder if I've still got... the screenshot. Let me have a look. At the last federal election... Actually, I don't know if I should admit this on stream because it's something that could be used against me. Hold Fundo no turning is too much for the systems to handle. No, Flubber didn't do too badly last time I put it into a hold. Oh, triggered. That's triggering. Does holds really well. I wouldn't say really well. It does them well enough. Voted for the United Australia Party. No, I didn't vote at all. Actually, I wrote an essay on the. I wrote an essay on the ballot paper about why politicians suck. Oh, reconnect to that sim. Yep. Good point. Yeah, I had a pic because I took a picture of what I wrote, but I can never find the damn thing when I need it. When you were scared to use VATSIM. Scared. I don't. Scared isn't the word I would use. Hesitant, yes, because of a previous public speaking faux pas. Yeah, a previous public speaking faux pas were words. But yeah, I suppose, you know, once I was on there, and I have to sort of really put the what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Essentially, I have to thank James for you know, being able to use VATSIM now, because if he wasn't a controller, because that's basically what got me through it, was when he was controlling, I would fly with him, because at least it's someone I know and could work through that sort of mental block. Was the public speaking? You know what the funny thing is? Streaming, I have no issue, you know, conversing. When I have to, like under pressure, like on VATSIM, where I have to read back instructions, it's like a mental block where I'm worried that I'm going to fumble my words and sound like a fucking idiot. Oh, what a screenshot. So yeah, when I worked at Woolworths, way back in the day, I worked on the registers, and one shift where it was particularly busy, because I think it was coming up to Easter or something, I needed to call one of the other departments for something, some sort of price check or something like that. And instead of calling up on the, because usually you would pick up, you know, you can see those microphone things at each register, or every 3 or 4 registers or whatever it was. You would pick it up and, can I get a staff member from whatever department to register blah 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 for a price check or for a something or a barcode, or, you know. And instead of simply saying, can I get a staff member from perishables to register 11 for a barcode, I went through every fucking department, fumbling my way and getting worse with every one that I got wrong. So, can I get a staff member from bakery? No. From dairy? No. From, you know, and from deli? No, not that. I could not get the word perishables out. And it felt like a good 5 minutes that I was fumbling like that, but it was probably less than 15 seconds. Every person in the store, every staff member, every customer, every person walking past would have, and not only that, the people that were at my register staring at me like an idiot. Yeah, after that I never used the PA system in the store ever again. Much rather speak at a large gathering than stream. I can't imagine being entertaining for longer than 30 minutes. I bore myself after less than 2. It's, look, like I said, the thing with streaming, if you've got people in chat talking back at you, you don't have to pad for time or act or, you know, anything like that. As long as there's a conversation rolling, it's easy to converse. You know? I don't know what you're worried about. You always sound like an idiot. Fuck! Brutal! Public speaking. No, but yeah, that's what it was. It was, you know, and I could... there probably wasn't, but it felt like everyone was just looking at me as if to say, like, what is wrong with this fucking idiot? Like, he can't say words on the PA. And yeah, for the remaining I don't know, 18 months that I worked there after that, I wouldn't touch. Anytime I needed something like that again, I would ask one of the girls at the other registers to call for me. So yeah, that kind of things like public speaking at school, or, you know, especially at my brother's wedding where I was best man and had to do a speech, like shaking as I'm trying to talk, and people you could hear that, like my voice, what's the word? Not quivering. Quivering's a weird word, but yeah, like shaking voice, and you know, it was the same at Jay and Nicola's wedding when I did the speech there as well, and there's actually video of that. Love doing the PA at office works. Love talking to ATCR. Look, and now I probably wouldn't have an issue with it, but back then it took a long time to get past that. I find it very cool that your stream has a quite good and active chat, especially for your humble viewership. Look at some bigger streamers and there's gaps in chat. I think the other thing with the bigger chat though is that you can't have much of a conversation past one line, because let's take London Controller for example. His chat moves so quickly that you can barely read the chat, you know. But yeah, as long as there's a sort of a steady roll in the chat where I can answer back. Otherwise, you know, that's when I just pick up my phone and start scrolling through Instagram or something, and that's boring for streams. Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. Public speaking in school was hard, but at cadets in front of 60 teenagers, yeah. RL traffic control is more patient than VATSIM ones. I'm more scared of VATSIM and ATC wannabes than IRL center controllers. I didn't get that. We're handling tens of airlines and incompetently. Yeah, and this was it was another thing with VATSIM where I feel like people sometimes take it way too seriously. Like, I don't know if that was, I know that was at least Jack or Ozgorilla, but I don't know if it was both of them just then, or if it was someone else and they were telling me off. But yeah, I think that, like, it's, you don't need to take VATSIM so seriously. Some people just take it way too seriously. What's going on with the, oh, because of that. Never mind. I'm gonna say, what's going on with my altitude thing? Many controllers are stuck on the phraseology when, in hindsight, RL lots of it's plain speech and the controller doesn't care if you don't say something exactly about the book. Yeah, that's true. It was not you. I wonder who that was then. Like I said, probably someone telling me off for saying Frank Walker from National Tiles. Another one time when one plane wasn't doing the right thing and ATC got pissed. I mean, that's a weekly occurrence, isn't it? I don't know. There's no one else close enough to be able to hear us, to be honest. Not on Unicom. Love a good VATSIM rant. Gets sucked on full. You know, the other thing that shits me, the reason I don't do Milk Run as much, like, I won't do it every week because it's annoying to not be able to get your words in. And then the thing that pissed me off once was when James and I were flying from Perth to Melbourne, and a controller and one of the pilots, I'm not going to name them, but you could probably guess, decided to have a comedic chinwag over the frequency. Meanwhile, I'm stuck at 19,000 feet on my descent, can't get a word in to ask for lower, and then ended up fucking the whole approach because they were too busy, you know, doing their shtick. Frustrating. One time got mad at me for going around. Yeah. Why does Ozgorilla's 737 look like it's sideways? Oh, it's the contrails. Okay. I thought he was sideways. Alright, what do we got? 40 miles, top of descent. Getting there. Oh, I remember why I went into the cockpit now. Hang on. because I don't care what other people do. I like seeing the light on the tail. It wasn't James. James was actually flying with me. It was another, yeah. The best way I can describe the pilot is with the word pest. Let's go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. No, it wasn't you either. It's no one that really sticks around in this chat. Neither the controller or the pilot. The pilot has a tendency. The pilot has a tendency to do circuits during Milk Run. You could try and figure out who it is. Why is it so dark? I feel like my sim's not usually this dark, and this gross greeny yellow color. What is that? I will neither confirm nor deny that that is the person I'm talking about. So how many landing rate guesses have we got? 5. When I was new to VATSIM and when I went around, I requested to go around, felt like a fool after being told just to report. I remember there was a... Same with you, like, for a long time you didn't... Like, you would go on VATSIM, but you used text. And then you started using voice probably around the same time that I started going on VATSIM. Doing circuits during Milk Run is a sin and you deserve to get VATSIM souped on. Yeah. Him and a certain controller that I've had a run-in with. Well, I felt it was a run-in anyway. I'm going to put in a prediction as well. Almost time to descend. I remember back in my day of flying fake planes, meowing on frequency was the trend. People still do that. Yeah, woof. Yeah, people still do that. They'll get on frequency and they'll meow or they'll make some sort of noise. To be honest, I'm surprised the Hoya hasn't taken off. Like, I'm surprised people don't get on frequency and go, can I get a Hoya? It's something James would do.
Can I get a Hoya?
No.
Hoya?
Scared to mess up. Every time I tried to use voice, my hands would get... Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Like, having James as the controller, because it was someone that I knew and someone that I've probably spent thousands at this point, thousands or tens of thousands of hours talking to, that made it a lot easier. Like, it still took a bit of time to work through, but yeah, that helped. I wonder when TFDI's MD-11's coming out. I uninstalled X-Plane, so there's absolutely zero temptation for me to get the Rotate MD-11 now. And told by some wannabe pilot for not asking if he was visual, including him for a visual approach at Sydney on a clear day. Sorry I ruined your immersion, mate. Got to give him a second to see the message, and then get the meta. Apparently it's raining at Sydney. I don't think that's true. Oh yeah, light rain.
Key information Golf. Wind variable 5 knots. QNH 1020. Expect instrument approach. Then independent visual approach. When viz. Do not pass through past the assigned runway clearance. Runway 34 left and 434 right. Arrivals and departures. Independent parallel departures in progress. Runway is wet. Showers in vicinity. Temperature 18, visibility 10 kilometers. Cloud 2000 to... I'm running out of breath. 2000 to... I'm lost. Scattered 3000.
Well, if the runway was wet before, it's not wet anymore after hearing that. Getting his RPL meta cheat
That's supposed to be a
sheet out.
dirty check.
Yeah, I had a better one, but that fit as well, so... The word incident again. Well, it's not me this time. Reading the Twitter. Well, I guess I don't need sim brief anymore.
Visibility 10 kilometers. Showers in area. Cloud Q 2000 feet. Scattered 3000 feet. Temperature 18. QNH 1020. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of Golf. Time check 1137.
There you go. Heard of the guy mimicking F1 cars and it was heard on live TV? No. I didn't hear of that. Are we descending? Yeah, we are. Alright, let's... not that we can see anything outside anymore, so there's no point being in cinematic. Let's get... What do we do? Do we do flaps 25 and roll out to Golf? Or do we go flaps 30 and exit at the high speed? ILS 34 left. Yeah, what do you reckon? Roll out to Golf or take Alpha 2? Because we're going up to International 2. Actually, we can't do International 2 because it's closed at the moment. We'll go International 1 and into Bay 8 or 10. We'll roll out to Golf. I'd even actually roll out to Foxtrot. Get all the way up. Alright, let's go 151. Laps 25. And we'll go with auto brake, probably 1. Oh,
And the last couple of laps,
no,
actually
how do I
pulled
close
himself
that?
out of a...
That opened in the chat window and I don't know how to get rid of it. How the hell? Oh, there we go. I can just click back. Stop. Can open in a new tab or something. Don't change the screen that I'm on. Oh my god. Copy. I can't play it on stream. I'll have to watch it afterwards. And the light is gone completely. Ooh, very red over there. Why is it so dark? I feel like my sim's not usually this dark. Either that or I'm just not used to it anymore. Like, I can barely see what's happening on the screen, let alone on stream. Don't forget, if you haven't already, jump in Discord, put your landing rate prediction in. P3D is gacked all of a sudden. Yeah, but I don't know why. Like, nah, I don't know. Like, I mean, possible. It's a bit better, I suppose. You got to put it in the Discord, Louis. Or was there something about you not having Discord or something? Alright, I think, how far out are we? Oh, 800, what's it now? So we've still got 20 minutes. It's still a bit too early to turn the music off. Can't do that. Can you put a vote in 169? Actually, I think that's what I did last time, wasn't it? Louis. What is it? 203. And Bob. 169. Going a little bit fast. It'd be nice if you could change the color of the lights in different sections. I wonder how much coding that would entail. If I win, I'd like to donate it to the T7B charity fund, sponsored by PMDG. No. Isn't there a way to change that? Aircraft. Probably not equipment. Displays, maybe? Is there a way to change the default transition? What do you win? It's still... Well, actually, I was meant to look at this before the stream today. Hang on. Because I forgot to. Can't remember. I for some reason I have this thought in my head that Orbex has vouchers, and I can't remember if I'm correct in that thought. No, no. Where did I see that they have vouchers? Because I was gonna offer either a Sim Market or Orbex voucher. Because I feel like Sim Market is going to start to die. Buy things as gifts. Yeah, but I'd rather not buy as gifts. I'd rather buy like a voucher and give them the code to buy what they want. And only gift products. Okay, so you can't do that with Orbit. Alright, Contrail. Yeah, but Contrail is mostly MFS stuff. I want them to have the option of different sims. That's why I think Sim Market was the best, because they have the option. I don't think Contrail has vouchers either. They might have to stay as Sim Market. Yeah, so it's still €25 Sim Market voucher. Contrail is it's kind of like Orbex Central, but it's multiple developers have their products on there. A lot of MFS stuff requires the Contrail installer program to be installed for you to install their sceneries. Oh shit. Nope, must have just been an autosave. I'm gonna win all expenses paid trip to spot with the host. Mate, I don't have the money for that. G'day Blake, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Chuck us a subscribe if you haven't already. Oh god, you can tell you're coming into Sydney when the frame rate goes to shit. Sim keeps freezing. Still 3.4 on the VAS. It's not that bad. Already done? Nice. Thank you. Been there, done that? Yes, you have. You have indeed. Although, the plan was to go spotting and you didn't bring a camera. There's the alert. Look at that. I'm gonna have to reposition that alert so it's not behind my head. Why is the water lit up like that? I'm like down in May, but on a night flight. Nice. So if we win, we get an all-expense paid holiday to Sydney. No, that is not a thing. No. You still can do exclamation mark LRC, you know. I think, if that works. It's supposed to work. And there's the sim freezing again. Oh man. But the CPU and the GPU are probably both maxed. CPU definitely is. So apparently the exclamation mark LRC is not working. Come on, bot. Where is your messages that you spit back? Stream elements. Just jumped on Sydney Approach. Seems to be loads of traffic. Is there? Probably should change frequencies then, eh? What are you? 1244. 1244.
1000 leave, Nashville 155, QX 782. Sorry, apologies, we're a bit high on the approach.
Yeah, no worries. I'll leave you. I'll bring you a bit further out before I bring you back towards the towards Sausage for the ILS.
I lost my A-cars after the sim crash before. Oh my god. Performance, man. Sucks. Glad I'm uninstalling P3D. Sydney Approach, g'day, Qantas 50 with you.
Qantas 50, Sydney Approach, g'day, descend via star 6034 left, expect the ILS.
Star 6000, expect ILS 34 left, Qantas 50.
Sydney Approach, g'day, Qantas 925 on the boarding 3 Alpha 34 right.
If no one gets
Qantas
involved,
925,
so
descend
the
star 5000.
jackpotting thing I had to stop
Leave,
because it was
Marlin.
going way too long and it
yeah,
was costing
flight
too
present heading.
much in the long run when someone did win it.
All flight present heading Qantas 925.
Sydney Approach, Hong Kong, jet 116 with you descending via flight level 23048,000.
I'll provide
Hong
the
Kong
winner
Jets
with an
116, Sydney Approach, g'day,
including all the major
descend
airports.
via star 7000.
You guys think I'm a fucking millionaire.
Expect the ILS.
Oh look, rain.
Descend via star 7000, runway 34 left ILS, Tomato 16.
Jet star 953 on frequency. QX 782, turn left heading 070.
Left 070, QX 782.
Just look at some.
Jetstar 953, Sydney approach, good evening, descend 4000, leave Nasho heading 155.
Descend 4000 and leave Nashville out heading 155. Sorry about that, just 953.
Jetstar 953. Direct 782, 10 left, heading 360, Cloud Isles approach runway 34 left.
Left heading 360, cleared Isles approach runway 34 left, QX 782.
Direct sausage for the memes. I wouldn't be able to make that turn direct sausage.
Hong Kong Jet 116, you have an accept 34 right.
Yeah, we can plan on that. Can we get radar factors for a while because need to set up the flight completed. Hong Kong Jet 116.
Hong Kong Jet 116, don't worry about that. The star requires vectors at the end. Leave test at heading 070.
Say again for Hong Kong Jet 116, sorry?
Fly heading 070 for now.
070, Hong Kong Jet 116.
Qantas 50, descend 4000.
4,000 Qantas 50.
Qantas 3131, you on frequency?
I can almost guarantee that it's not raining in Sydney. Oh, actually it is, a little bit. Oh, there you go.
QX 782, if I haven't already cleared Isles approach runway 1, correction runway 34 left, just be advised there's an auto traffic on the Isles for 16 right.
Yep, cleared Isles 34 left, QX 782.
Yes, 953, turn left heading 070.
070, 953.
Qantas 925, turn right heading 250.
250 at Qantas 925.
This cloud in front is throwing me off. It's making me think that the aircraft's in a turn.
Yes, 953, descend 3000. Turn left heading 360, clear Isles approach runway 34 left, report established.
Descend 3000, left 360, and report established 34 left, just on 953.
Qantas 925, descend, actually maintain 4000, clear, turn left, right heading 320, cleared ILS approach runway 34 right, report established.
Turn right 320 and down at 2000 I think it was, because it's valid 34 right, and it was 925.
Qantas 925 traffic, Jetstar 320 on the left side.
Copy traffic, we'll hear you.
Hong Kong Jet 116, turn right heading 155.
Right heading 155, Hong Kong Jet 116.
782, exact late landing clearance.
QX 782.
Minus 50, 10, left heading 070.
Left 070, Qantas 50. Oh, God, I went the wrong way.
QX 782, once the traffic vacates, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Okay, 34 left, we land QX 782.
Did I see that? Was there tower as well, or no? No. No. There was before.
Minus 50, 10 left heading 360, clear island, runway 34 left, report established.
Left 360 was report established. Left 34 left, Qantas 50.
Qantas 925, clarify, established 34 right.
I firm at 34 right, we've just, I'm being Stevo 5.
Qantas 925.
Oh. Every time.
Qantas 925, runway 34 right, clear to land.
34 right, clear land, 925.
I was sending you to New Zealand for a second.
Just on 953, established, circle left.
Hong Kong Jet 116, 10 right, heading 250.
10 right, heading 250, Hong Kong 116.
SR 953, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 34 left, just on 953.
Cleared the localizer.
QX 782, back at right, Golf, and taxi standing your choice by Golf, g'day.
Taxi to standby, Golf, QX 782, good day.
Hong Kong Jet 160, send 3000, turn right heading 320, Cloud Island approach, runway 34 right.
Descended 3000, turn right heading 320, clear island 34 right, Hong Kong 116.
It's supposed to be at 3,000 at sausage, but it's alright.
If I haven't cleared you already, clear Island, runway 34 left.
Well, the LS 34 left, Qantas 50. Right as the sim decides to freeze. I want to just better grease it. Well, we'll see. Bad weather, 747. Not my greatest combination. What was that speed? 152? 151. Go +5.
Sydney approach, Hong Kong Jet 116 fully established, runway 34 right.
Hong Kong Jet 116, runway 34 right, continue number 2, traffic just vacating now.
Continue approach number 2, Hong Kong Jet 116.
Approach Qantas 50 established, 34 left.
Qantas 50, continue number 2.
Continue number 2, Qantas 50.
2500.
Web's 25.
Chorus 925 vacated on Inform 1.
Qantas 925, taxi via Lima, Bravo, Bay, your choice, g'day.
Lena to the Bravo, to the Bay. Chorus 925, good day.
SR 923 vacated on Bravo 9.
SR 953, taxi Bay, your choice via Bravo, g'day.
Have I got anyone behind me?
Bravo, just 93, thanks a lot.
Qantas 50, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Good land, 34 left, Qantas 50.
Hong Kong Jet 116, looks like you've set up for the left side. Continue approaching number 2 behind the 747.
He's a 152.
Yeah, we just realized that, sorry.
That's
we're
CRJ
correcting
700 on the behind.
34 right, 34 right.
Hong Kong Jet 116, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway
What is he?
34 right.
Showing up as two different things. Jesus.
50, 30, 20, 10.
I think that's going to be in the high 200s to low to mid 300s. We're going to take Alpha 2 rather than rolling out to Golf or Foxtrot. Approach Qantas 50 vacated Alpha 2.
Qantas 50, taxi Alpha, cross 25, Golf, hold, correction, Foxtrot, hold short, runway 34 left.
Approaching.
What?
0, 7.
Wait, what?
Approaching. 0.
Qantas 50,
7.
taxi Alpha, cross 25, Foxtrot, hold short, 34 left.
Alpha, cross 25, Foxtrot, hold short, 3-4 left. We're going international, not domestic.
Qantas 50, my apologies, taxi Alpha to the Bay.
Alpha to the Bay, Qantas 50.
I thought you wanted Delta 10.
No, we're coming from Nagoya.
Qantas 50.
Oh, there you go. It's like, hang on, 3-4, what? Strobes off, wing lights can stay on for now, nav, beacon, and logo stay on until we get to the bay. Why does it look like I have no landing light? Taxi light, I do. Very faint. Alrighty. So without having looked at the actual landing rate, my prediction of high 200s to mid 300s was correct. The winner at 290 feet per minute is Oscarilla. Osgorilla's spending too much time in my streams. He's starting to really guess my predictions too well. Guess my, predict my landing rate too well. He was 2 feet off. I was 10 feet off. The next closest would have been Nicola at 314.
Hong Kong Jet 116, welcome to Sydney. Taxi via Lima, Bravo.
You gotta get better at these predictions,
and the VIP
Bob.
rev's just on the threshold of 25 there.
Taxi via Lima, Bravo, and Golf. Over the 116.
Whoops. Put the strobe back on. Oh, and I'm crooked. So crooked. Don't expect a beta copy of the 7 if you're treating renters like that. I mean, he wouldn't even give me the paint kit before the model's released anyway, so, you know. Definitely feel like this is going to be way too close. Yeah. When the 747 line is here. I wonder you tried to be as far from the prediction as possible. Alright. Let's turn that on. Let's see, is the APU running? Yes, it is. I will bring up Volanta to show you that I'm not lying and that Osgorilla did get the prediction. Because that's the only way that I can show that now. Volanta. Statistics, 287.9, Osgorilla with 290. He gets it. Controlling session was fun. It's always fun when there's actual traffic, hey? Alright, that can go off. Everything else can stay on. Let's get the chocks in and then we'll get the jet bridge up and then we'll call it a night. Continue. Actions, connections, chocks. Ground power. Turn them off. And get the jetways. I want number 2 to go to number 2. And hope that number 2 isn't the third jetway. Nope, it is number 2. There we go. There we are. I wonder if we may actually continue the approach. So the Hong Kong jet was supposed to go 3-4 right, correct? And he ended up behind me. Because I wanted to roll out to Foxtrot originally. But then I saw he was behind me. Bribery. Alright, there we go. So, good spot up on the... Actually, in this scenery, they haven't updated it. In MFS, they have. The car park... This car park here has another 4 levels on top of it now. And it's a good place for spotting. Especially for these gates. Alright, that's going to do it. So, I will organise that for Ozgorilla. And I do not know when I will be back to stream. I will try, but work is still keeping me pretty busy. But yeah, the next streams are going to be in MFS. Depending on what time the MD-80 comes out on the weekend, I'll try and jump on Sunday and do a stream, maybe before Dashcams if it comes out. If not, sometime next week, hopefully. He did do a visual switch eventually, but yeah, that was fun. Nice. Alright. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I will catch you all MD-80 stream. I hope you learn too. Yeah. I'm pretty good with the MD-80 now. There's still a few little quirks and things that I lose myself with, but for the most part, I do pretty well. Alright. I will catch you guys later. Bye.